Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Legit Astrologer. My name is Rajat Kapoor. Today I am going to talk about Sun's transit in the sign of Cancer. Sun is entering the sign of Cancer on 17th of July and it is going to stay in the sign of Cancer till 17th of August. Sun's transit usually is about 30 to 31 days long and it is very consistent when it is making a transit, and that is something I've mentioned in the past as well. And in any case, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, share this video with your friends and keep yourself up to date with all the upcoming transit videos and astrology videos that are coming your way. And in case you wish to book a personalized consultation with me, you can check out the link to my website in the comment section and how you can reach out to me. On 17th of July, Sun is moving out of the sign of Gemini and now entering in the very emotional, the very compassionate sign of Cancer. A fiery planet like Sun is now going to enter a watery sign, that is Cancer. Sun shares a friendly relationship with Moon, who owns the sign of Cancer. Therefore, it is in its friend's house. However, Sun, naturally being a fiery planet, is in the water sign. Moreover, Sun is entering the natural 4th house of the Kalapurusha Kundli, which is opposite to the 10th house. Sun gains directional strength in the 10th house. So here Sun has 0 directional strength. It is directionless. Therefore, it is not the most comfortable transit or position for Sun. But then as fire meets water, it creates smoke. So this month one needs to be careful in terms of overindulging themselves, and at the same time this could be an excellent time for spiritual liberation, also an excellent time for rejuvenation, travel, making foreign trips, as Sun is transiting 12th from its own or Mool Trikona position, which is the sign of Leo. So this is the natural 5th lord now transiting in the natural 4th house of the Kalapurusha Kundli. 5th house determines future. It is the Rajya Bhava. This is where the king sits. It rules authority. It is also the house of creativity, of speculation, and also the house of children, since it is about future. And now making a transit in the 4th house, which is called the Sukha Bhava. We see happiness from the 4th house. We see comfort from the 4th house. We see a safe space from the 4th house. We also see mother from the 4th house. This is a natural yoga in transit because it's an important trinal lord now that has moved into the natural Kendra house. But then it is not in its most comfortable space. Sun is authority. Sun represents ego. It is all about leadership. Sun is also the significator of resources, initiation, and father. Just imagine if ego and authority moves to a very compassionate sign, moves to a very emotional and a sweet sign. It certainly is not the most comfortable space. But then we also must remember that Sun is now one step away or a month away from reaching its home, that is the sign of Leo. So as the transit will progress, Sun will emerge and come out in a very happy state to prepare its homecoming. So what is the message of this transit? The key message of this transit is that this could be an excellent time for spiritual practices, for liberation, for trying to focus a lot on resources that are there at your home, that are supporting your family, the resources which ensure peace in your life or happiness, comforts in your life. This is where you need to put your time, attention and energy over the next 1 month. This time period would definitely require all of us to put a lot more efforts into whatever we are doing, because we might feel that the resources are limited. So since Sun is making a transit in the natural 4th house, it is an excellent time to declutter, organize yourself, keep your home clean and tidy. Those who particularly have a balcony or a terrace, clean it and clean it yourself. This could be a potential remedy during this time if you think that you're going to have any ill effects of this transit. While being in the sign of Cancer, Sun is having a 7th aspect, which is the aspect of desire, on the sign of Capricorn. What does this mean? Sun desires you to put your action, your energy at workplace, on the ground, put your focus on your profession, on your job or the career. So there needs to be a lot of focus in terms of managing your resources at work as well, and could be an excellent stepping stone for the next Sun's transit, which will be in the sign of Leo. That could certainly then become a game changer for you. Let's also understand from a Nakshatra point of view before I start talking about how this transit is going to have an impact on all ascendants or moon signs. On 20th of July, Sun is going to make a transit in the Nakshatra of Pushya, and it is going to stay in Pushya Nakshatra till 3rd of August. Pushya is ruled by Saturn. So during this time, wherever the sign of Libra is in your chart, that sign is likely to experience positive results with regards to resources related to that house, with regards to initiation related to the planets of that house. Those planets are going to be pretty much active. On 3rd of August, Sun is going to make a transit in Ashlesha Nakshatra and is going to stay in Ashlesha Nakshatra till 17th of August. Ashlesha is ruled by Mercury. Mercury gets exalted in the sign of Virgo. So during this time, wherever the sign of Virgo falls in your chart is likely to experience positive results. Sun, through its Nakshatra based transit, is activating the 3rd cycle. It is initiating the 3rd cycle. What does this mean? This means that a lot of time and energy needs to be put in communication, efforts. Sun demands you to put efforts if you need resources to succeed. Sun is also supporting travel during this time, particularly for leisure. Also support towards siblings and performing arts. We also see performing arts from the 3rd cycle. Let's talk about how this transit is going to have an impact on all the ascendant signs or the moon signs. You can relate to either of the two, from a physical state or a mental state. Who is going to have the maximum impact of this transit? If you have prominent planets in the sign of Cancer and the sign of Capricorn, you're likely to be impacted by this transit in case you're running its Mahadasha, Antardasha or Pratantadasha. If Sun and Moon are playing a role in your ongoing Dasha, Antardasha, or if Saturn is also playing a role in the same, then you're likely to be impacted by this transit. If you have planets in the sign of Virgo and in the sign of Libra, then also you are likely to be impacted the most by this transit. Let's start with Aries ascendants. For Aries ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 5th house and it is making a transit in the 4th house. The planet which rules your future, which rules creativity for you, which rules children, it is a very important house, and Sun is now moving into the house of happiness, where you feel most protected, your comfortable space, your mother. From here, Sun is going to aspect the 10th house. What does Sun desire? Sun desires you to put your focus, energies and your resources at work, in action, to create opportunities for you at your workplace with regards to your job, career, your profession or your business. This is certainly a yoga in transit. However, Sun at this position has 0 directional strengths. Therefore, there could be a lot of challenges when it comes to having the right resources. You would need to put a lot of attention at home, particularly the resources which support your comfort. As a remedy, I would advise you to clean up your house, declutter, do it yourself, because if you keep your surroundings clean, it will give you a lot of positive energy. Also, rise early during this transit, either during the sunrise or before the sunrise is what I would recommend you. This will ensure that you get a lot of positive energies which you can channelize in the right direction. Also, your 6th house and 7th house are likely to deliver positive results, which means there will be a lot of focus on daily routines, on competition, and you're also likely to get support from your partner or your spouse during this transit. So make the most of it. Overall, I would say it is a mixed transit and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Taurus ascendants. For Taurus ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 4th house and is now making a transit in the 3rd house. The planet which rules happiness for you, your mother, your comfortable space, Sukh Bhava, is now making a transit in the 3rd house of efforts, communication, change, short journeys. From here, Sun is making a 7th aspect to the 9th house. What does Sun desire? Sun desires you to put your focus on your dharma, get support from your father or father figure or your lineage, and also put your resources and energy in higher learning. The key message of this transit is that Sun during this time would require you to put some extra efforts in anything that you do. So do not shy away from it. One thing that you must do during this time for a positive change is to become more self-aware, get feedback from others, try to understand your key strengths and build on those strengths. Make a note of it. Another important advice which can be extremely supportive for you is to get some guidance from your mentor or your guru, someone that you look up to. Take an Upadesha. This will be extremely helpful for you to channelize your energies appropriately. There is no scope of lethargy during this time. This is something which you must remember. Try and stay as active as you can. During this transit, your 5th house and 6th house are likely to deliver positive results. So it is setting the tone for the future by helping you focus on your daily routines, by putting your energies there so that you can make the most of the next transit of Sun, which can give you happiness. Overall, this is a mixed transit and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Gemini ascendants. For Gemini ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 3rd house and now it is making a transit in the 2nd house. The planet which rules efforts, communication, change, short journeys, siblings is now making a transit in the house of family, the house of wealth, also your speech and those things that you would like to protect. From here, Sun is aspecting your 8th house. What does Sun desire? It desires transformation. Pretty simple, to put your energies, your resources in transforming yourself. Pick up a subject which is unknown. Do some research in enhancing your knowledge. Research hidden subjects, hidden concepts, something that is unknown, mysterious. Learn astrology during this time. That could be extremely helpful. The key message for you during this transit is that if you put efforts in anything that you do for your welfare, for creating opportunities for wealth, the efforts are never wasted. You must remember that, because this is where you would need to put your energies to create wealth opportunities for your future that could be beneficial for yourself and your family. One thing that you also need to be mindful of is what you consume. Time and again, detox. Practice that. Stay hydrated as well. It is quite important during this time. Overall, this is a mixed transit for you, but then August and September, there could be some positive change if you work towards it now. During this transit, your 4th house and 5th house are likely to deliver positive results, which means you would be focused in terms of staying comfortable and doing things which makes you happy, and more from a futuristic point of view, doing those kind of things. It's a mixed transit for Gemini and I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Cancer ascendants. For Cancer ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 2nd house and it is now making a transit in your ascendant, in your Lagna. The ruler of wealth, family, those who you would like to protect, your speech is now making a transit in yourself, your body, your overall awareness, your immunity. From here, Sun is aspecting your 7th house, which means Sun desires loyalty in relationship along with peace and harmony within your relationship, within your partnership. Sun also desires resources for business opportunities. The key is to be honest and be pure. Now Sun is making a transit in your ascendant that only happens once a year, so you better make the most of it. Sun is also said to be the significator of the 1st house, the natural karaka for the 1st house. So it's an important and a positive transit for you. It is a natural Dhan Yoga in transit. That means you would need to put your energy, resources in creating wealth opportunities for yourself and for your family's well-being. Now, one thing which I always advise everyone is whenever Sun is transiting your ascendant sign, you must worship Lord Shiva, or you can also chant Aditya Hridayam or listen to Aditya Hridayam every day if you cannot chant. This way, you would be able to make 100% of this transit. This time period can also be supportive towards secondary source of income or creating wealth opportunities for you. Caution that there is fire in your emotions. So what you need to do? You need to practice conscious thinking. Consciously try to channelize your thoughts appropriately to manage this fire in your emotions. During this transit, your 3rd house and 4th house are likely to deliver positive results. Your efforts are towards happiness. Change is there, it is positive, and it is going to make you feel happy, make you feel content. Overall, a positive transit, and I hope you make the most of it. Let's talk about Leo ascendants. For Leo ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of your Lagna, your ascendant itself, and now it is making a transit in your 12th house, and from here Sun is going to be aspecting the 6th house. What does Sun desire during this transit? It desires consistency in daily routines and competition, to put your focus back in there. This is the Lord of yourself, your personality, your health, immunity, vitality, now making a transit in the 12th house of losses, expenditure. 12th house is also the house of spirituality, the house of sleep or your bed comforts. This is also a Maran Karaka placement for Sun, which means it is not a very comfortable placement for Sun in terms of its signification. However, during this time, there could be a great support of your father or father figure or your mentor or a leader. Any travel to foreign lands could be fruitful, or if you interact with foreigners at your workplace, that could be a bit beneficial for you from a learning perspective in order to shape your personality, in order to develop yourself. That could give you some sort of progress for the near future, particularly when Sun enters your ascendant in the next transit. This time period can potentially be good for certain spiritual practices or putting a discipline in such activities. As Sun transits your 12th house, it is also a time to increase your self-consciousness and at the same time spend time in rejuvenation. You need to relax for the next 1 month and be prepared for Sun transiting in your ascendant. That is the homecoming of Sun. During this transit, your 2nd house and 3rd house are likely to demonstrate positive results. This means that your efforts are leading to some sort of results which is favorable for wealth, which is favorable for your overall family. I would say this particular transit is a mixed transit, but I wish you the very best for Sun's homecoming. Let's now talk about Virgo ascendants. For Virgo ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 12th house and it is making a transit in the 11th house. The ruler of losses, expenditure, sleep, bed comforts, and also spirituality, your higher self-consciousness, is now making a transit in the 11th house, which is the house of gains, which is the house of your wider network, which is the house of expansion. And from here, Sun is going to be aspecting the 5th house. Sun desires you to put your focus on future related activities, progress for the future, for higher growth. So this time period could be quite beneficial when it comes to managing your expenses. How? By creating sources of new gains and opportunities that can help you support yourself during this time. In terms of your spend, one of the things that you need to be mindful of is to spend on the right things and avoid any kind of impulsive decisions with regards to spending. There could also be some favors or some sort of gains from foreigners or people in foreign lands. In case you work in a multinational environment, you could possibly gain from people who are from other cultures or other countries. But this time also needs you to put your focus on your mental strength, because you would need that strength if you were to influence others via your authority. So authority is going to play a very important role, but then you need to stay grounded. You need to take control of your ego. You need to channelize your ego appropriately. During this time, your 1st house and 2nd house are likely to demonstrate positive results. So there's going to be a lot of focus on yourself and your family for your overall well-being, your well-being of the family. Overall, it is a positive transit and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Libra ascendants. For Libra ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 11th house and is now making a transit in the 10th house. The ruler of your gains, expansion, progress is now making a transit in the house of career, your work, profession, your actions in the society, your karma. From here, Sun is going to aspect the 4th house. What does Sun desire? It desires happiness and a comfortable environment. It also desires loyalty at home. It desires consistency in all these things. So you must remember that this particular transit only comes once a year when Sun makes a transit in your 10th house, where it gains directional strength and you have the blessings of the Digpala Devata. So in case your dasha is supportive, you need to make the most of this transit, because this could create favorable environment for you when it is about workplace progress, whether it's about promotion, whether it's about growth or a new opportunity. There is that progress which is indicated. If for some reason some of the progress or things were at a halt, now it's the time for progression. It is a progressive transit for Libra ascendants. One of the things that you must do during this transit is to rise early, preferably before the sunrise. Respect sun god. That is quite vital during this transit if you were to make the most of this transit. Particularly on a Sunday, do not sleep till late. During this transit, your first house and your 12th house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means it is time for your own self. Improve your overall personality, develop your self-consciousness for your overall growth and development. Overall, a great transit, and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Scorpio ascendants. For Scorpio ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 10th house and it is now making a transit in the 9th house. It is creating a very important Dharma Karma Yoga in transit. It is the ruler of the house of karma, work, profession, your career, and now it is making a transit in the house of fortune, higher learning, father, guru. This is where we also see long distance travel from. From here, Sun is going to be aspecting the 3rd house. What does Sun desire? It desires some sort of change, and that change needs to come by learning. You need to learn, get some blessings or learning from your guru or your mentor during this time. So as it's a Dharma Karma Yoga, fortune is quite favorable during this transit when it comes to work related matters or your overall professional growth. But this will only happen if you start learning, because this time demands higher learning for your growth at workplace. You might also play an important role in terms of sharing your knowledge with others or teaching others. That could be extremely beneficial for you if you do it at your workplace, because you'll be able to create a visibility for yourself. You could also put focus on certain dharmic practices, talk about your dharma, influence others, create that impression on others. Do it with a sense of pride and honor. Your father or a father figure or your mentor or a guru, they are likely to play an important role in your life during this transit to support you. Your 12th house and 11th house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means that your expenditure is going to be managed by new sources of gains. Overall, a positive transit, and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Sagittarius ascendants. For Sagittarius ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 9th house and it is making a transit in the 8th house. The ruler of your dharma, fortune, higher learning, father, is now making a transit in the house of transformation, longevity, change, sudden ups and downs. From here, Sun is going to aspect the 2nd house. Sun desires resources for wealth, for support of your family, care towards your family. This is where you would need to put your time and energy. The message of this transit is that there is transformation via higher learning. However, as your 9th lord is transiting in the 8th house, this is also the loss of fortune that could bring in some sort of challenging times when it comes to any kind of change that might be a bit unpleasant for you in the beginning. What you need to do during this time is to stay resilient, avoid any kind of overreaction, and this is where mindfulness will work, meditation will work. This could be extremely beneficial for you during this time, because you would need to strengthen to cope up with this unpleasant change that can help you in the long run over the next few months. During this transit, your 10th house and 11th house are likely to demonstrate some sort of positive results. So there would be focus on work, there would be focus on gains which can support your life, but then you need to stay resilient, practice mindfulness during this time and relax. Overall, I would say it is a mixed transit and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Capricorn ascendants. For Capricorn ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 8th house and it is now making a transit in the 7th house. The ruler of your longevity, transformation, sudden ups and downs, hidden knowledge, occult, mysticism is now making a transit in the 7th house of marriage, partnership, relationship, harmony, business, those who are opposite to you. Sun in this transit is aspecting your ascendant, your lagna itself. Sun demands creation of resources that can support you. Sun demands self-awareness for your better future during this transit. Now 7th is not a very comfortable placement for the Sun, because this is the west direction where Sun sets. So the message is to put your focus, energies in harmony within your relationship, within your partnership, or the business that you're doing as of now. Sun demands loyalty in all of these things. There could also be some sort of change of business if you are in a business, and there could be initial obstacles which you might need to face during this time, so be prepared for it. One remedy which is quite beneficial for you during this time is to stay hydrated, because when Sun is aspecting your ascendant, there is fire that is going within you, and you need to drink plenty of water to channelize your energies accordingly. This could also be a very good time to declutter your surroundings, keep things clean and tidy, and give away those things that you do not need to those who might need it. This time also demands some sort of balanced life, and you would need to manage some sort of expectations of your partners, so be mentally prepared for that as well. During this transit, your 9th house and 10th house are likely to demonstrate positive results. So if you were to succeed at work or in the society or in life, you need to develop higher learning. You need to learn and become a better person and a better professional. Overall, it is a mixed transit, and I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Aquarius ascendants. For Aquarius ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 7th house, and it is now making a transit in the 6th house. The ruler of your marriage, partnership, harmony, relationship is now making a transit in the 6th house of daily routine, 6th house of competition. We also see intelligence from 6th house. We also see job from 6th house. Sun is aspecting the 12th house. Sun desires self-consciousness that you need to develop during this time. Sun also desires foreign travel that could be good and quite rejuvenating at this time. The message is to bring in harmony in your daily routine, to focus on your relationship, to focus on your partnership by spending more time and your energies with your partner. You could witness more competition that you ever did this year. However, you need to stay resilient, because there are strong chances that with your discipline, you should be able to surpass this competition. There can also be new job opportunities, so you can make the most of this transit if you are looking for a new job or work related opportunity. During this transit, your 8th house and 9th house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means that your higher learning is going to support your transformation. So in order to change yourself, you need to keep learning. So make sure you have that kind of mindset. Overall, it is a positive transit, and I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Pisces ascendants. For Pisces ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 6th house, and now it is making a transit in the 5th house. The ruler of your daily routine, job, competition is now making a transit in the 5th house of future, 5th house of children. We also see higher authority from the 5th house, and from here Sun is going to aspect the 11th house. Sun desires gains and opportunities during this transit. So with all excitement, you need to be fully prepared for this transit as well. This is indicating progress for the future. So this is a time when you will see things moving. If you were experiencing things that were halted, now it is a progressive time. Now you will see developments. Change is coming, and most likely it is going to be a positive change. Your past daily routine will see the result now. You will start to witness and become more comfortable with your daily routine and activities. This time period can potentially bring you growth in terms of job or work related opportunities. It could be a new opportunity, or it could be an existing work that you do, and you can expect some sort of promotion or some sort of upliftment. Also a very good time for creative pursuits, to put your brain and energy into it. During this transit, your 7th house and 8th house are likely to deliver positive results, which means that your marital harmony is quite supportive of your transformation. Your partner is going to play a very important role in terms of bringing that support. So make the most of it. Overall, it is a positive transit, and I wish you the very best. So this is about Sun's transit in the sign of Cancer and how it is going to impact all 12 ascendant signs or the moon signs. In case you like this video, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and keep yourself up to date with all the upcoming transit videos and astrology videos. I hope that Sun's transit, Surya Devta's transit in the sign of Cancer brings a lot of harmony, peace, happiness and comfort in our lives. Thank you very much. God bless you all.